Hey, welcome to Flight Test. I'm Josh, and this is Kate from ParkZone. Oh, hey buddy.
Hi!
Hey, welcome to Flight Test. I'm Josh. This is Josh.
Hi.
And this is Kate.
Kate?
From ParkZone. Yeah.
I like it.
Kate.
You actually got the name really, really close. But if people search ParkZone Kate, you're not going to get this. ParkZone Ka8.
You got a stutter?
No, Ka8. This is a review.
Yeah.
And this is brought to us by request from mainly Nick Loftus.
Loftus.
Through Twitter.
He likes gliders.
Yeah, he likes gliders.
He's got lots of them in his garage that say, Loftus, Nick.
You like that? Nick, thank you for the suggestion, and also thank you for doing it through Twitter. And by all means, keep your suggestions coming, because we listen to what you guys want to review, or want us to review, and we listen to it and we make it happen.
Absolutely.
So we went to the hobby store, picked this up. Why don't we give them the specs real quick?
Yeah, well, it's huge.
It is huge.
It's got a really big wingspan, 88.6 inches.
That 0.6 is really important.
That's going to get you.
Yeah, a couple cartwheels, don't worry, it'll be down to 88. Overall length, 41 inches. Flying weight, what do you got?
27.7 ounces.
Or 785 grams for the people over the pond. The recommended battery is a 2-cell 1300, but this would probably be a good opportunity to go into, because the battery, they say put the battery all the way forward to the nose. Guess what?
Don't do it.
Little asterisk at the end of that.
Yeah.
There's some CG issues with this, and we found out really quickly. We went out and we unboxed it, and we did our glide test. Now, our favorite friend, the Swede, when he set this up, he goes everything by the book. Now, there were some RC groups and some different forum posts saying the CG is off on this, but we didn't want to listen to them. We wanted to see exactly how it was referred to. So we went to the 75 millimeters from the leading edge.
And it was tail heavy.
Horribly tail heavy, to the point where we had some fun with it, didn't we?
Now, you put a mark on here.
Yes.
For where it actually should be.
Yeah, this is 75 millimeters right here. This is where they say your CG should be. The actual CG was almost in the center of where the spar is, which is about 65 millimeters.
Yeah.
So I'll say this confidently, don't go to where the book recommends the CG. 75 millimeters, you're gonna do a nose job like I did.
And if you do everything the way that the manual says to do and you find that you're still having some problems, Google it.
Yeah.
Look it up, see if anybody else is having the same problem, because chances are, if there's more than one person having the same issue you are, it's not all your fault.
Beautiful thing about this hobby is everyone loves contributors their knowledge. I think it just goes hand in hand with the hobby, because oftentimes there's hurdles that need to be overcome. Someone's done that and they're happy to post that information. A lot of great people on the Flight Test forum too that are very good about that as well. But that also opens up another thing, which I think is cool, but also is a problem, huh?
Oh, the hatch.
The hatch.
Yeah, it's a cool little gizmo, little button right here. Just kind of a spring-loaded little guy in there that pops in and out. But the problem is, if you nose this into the ground too hard, you're going to jar up all the mechanics back here.
It's a pretty complicated mechanism. I mean, it's spring-loaded, and also with the wing mechanism going on and off. When you put that top wing plate on, this little tray here, you have a lot of difficulty. You got to line it up and go through there, or else this guy will get snagged down and it won't work.
Gotcha.
So it is kind of awkward. I really, truthfully wish that this would have been on the Trojan, the Scimitar, a lot of other airplanes I seem to have problems keeping hatches on. Other really cool things about this?
Air brakes.
Air brakes.
That's what these little guys are right here.
Brakes.
They pop up.
This is a 4-channel airplane with an optional 5th channel for something else.
That's right.
What is it?
You got, well, let's count off the 4.
Okay.
We got air brakes.
Yep.
We got rudder, aileron, elevator. And your 5th option is right down here, which we do not have installed right now.
It's a tow release.
It's for a tow release.
Which is really cool.
Which I'm assuming is like a bomb drop, except you're dropping tows.
Kinda. Do you remember our FPV Tow episode?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we get to recreate it.
Oh, okay.
You remember where it was just basically like a really goofy servo?
Yeah, we had to DIY.
This is a beautiful, clean setup that goes right into your plane, and it's already dialed in. You don't have to do any guesswork about where to pass the rope through and everything.
Right.
So,
now, speaking of towing, there's a few different ways that you can get this baby up in the air. Towing is one of them.
Yep, and this is the other. My
What is that?
long-lost nemesis, the high start.
Oh.
You like that, huh?
It's a giant rubber band.
Imagine the snap that we could do.
Well, you guys did.
We did.
Didn't you?
It was pretty epic. Matter of fact, we have that video now. We went out to, because our compound here,
it's not that big.
Not nearly big enough to fly this thing. So we actually went to Emmett Hitt's field. Virginia Hitt, she's 102 years old.
What?
She's been gracious enough to last come out and use her airstrip to do this. So
Cool.
we went out and flew this, and check it out.
Let's check it out.
What are we going to do, Josh?
We're just going to do a test glide really quick.
Yeah.
All right.
Because that is the responsible thing.
It is we're all about responsibility here.
Yes. So let's check it.
All right, ready?
Yep. Very nice toss.
Thanks.
So all I'm doing is just testing all the inputs and seeing how it glides.
You're really pulling it back on the stall too, and she still keeps going.
Yeah?
That's a respectable glide.
Yeah, now run.
All right.
Squire. Squire.
All right, so we're gonna be assembling the high start here. And it's really important. This little device here, the parachute with the ring on the top and the bottom, does a lot of things for you. It gives you drag at the top of your lift. This will catch the wind, pull it off the hook. Also, as it's traveled down, it'll go nice and slow. It won't just tumble because of the extra weight here and lawn dart in there. So you have a better chance of it going down nice and gracefully, not getting tangled up. And a nice bright orange thing at the very end helps people spot where it's at and where to pick up the ring. So very important. That's crazy long, I think.
What we're gonna do now is a 45-degree angle down into the ground. Shove it nice and deep in there.
How's that?
You don't want that on in your face.
Yeah,
that
you don't want it in your face.
Okay, so yeah, let's walk with the rubber.
That sounds really awkward.
Do not hook the rubber, the high start to your plane while you're walking. Do not do that.
Like this.
That is dangerous.
Now, I did that all my life, but it says specifically not to do it. So
yes.
I've been living a lie.
Yeah, so never do that because you can't detach it fast enough if it breaks on the other end.
Yeah.
And also, if you lose the grip of your glider, you're going to destroy your glider.
Yeah.
So what do you think? How much pull?
Go another 30 feet back.
I mean, that rubber can take some punishment.
Apparently. It feels honestly like it's pulling so hard.
But it's a big, big rubber thing.
Yeah.
And it's surgical tubing, and it's a special surgical tubing that is treated for UV resistance.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
We didn't have that luxury back when I did it this long time. We had a lot of times it would snap.
Yeah, it rocks on you.
How's this?
I'll try that.
All right, she's hooked.
Yep.
You ready, brother?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
Whoop-de-doo.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, the little windsock opened up. It is so dead calm. Look at that.
It is.
The windsock is literally just coming straight down. You got easily another 60, 70 feet up compared to what you were before, didn't you?
Yeah.
Now he's actually able to work a thermal if he can find one.
If I can find one in time.
Now you read the clouds and watch birds and all that stuff, huh?
Yeah, I do.
Not much around today.
No, and I try to see what the plane is doing, what it's telling me, because I can see the wings are flexing a bit. That means there's some energy in the air.
Something going boop. It looks beautiful.
It does. It's pretty fast. I mean, it wants its speed. It wants you to keep the speed up.
Yeah, you don't want to be just milking it. You're still flying.
Yeah, I'm still.
This is pretty respectable. Now, what's your thoughts? You weren't happy with the way it went together.
It is absolutely gorgeous in the air.
It
flies good. I mean, I thought the throws were going to be too small, but it's not.
Oh,
it's really.
That's just a little bit of wind buffering you, huh?
Yeah.
And you are running about 2 ounces heavier than normal too.
2 ounces
with your long range system, right?
Not 2 ounces.
Oh, really?
Yeah. A little less than that.
So basically about 2 crashes worth of hot glue to repair it.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna come in.
You can come around another time if you want.
If I want it, but I'm gonna squeeze her in here.
Nice. Those flaps are really effective.
Do you want to try it?
I'll try it. Yeah. All right, round 2, brother.
Yep.
All right, my air brakes are down, right? Yeah. All right, let's do this.
You ready?
Ready.
Whoop. Yeah, milk it. That's a good height. And the down nose a bit. Perfect.
A lot better.
Yeah. It's nicer to force it down a bit so this when you want it to, so it slacks on the line and releases easier.
Look at the difference already.
Now this is a harder plane to read than a Discus launch glider, obviously, because it's so light, but it's still pretty good at telling you what's going on. Has good penetration too for what it is.
It's beautiful in the air.
It is. So that's really, this is a German
bug.
This is a German glider. Achtung! That's how you speak German.
Oh man, it's horrible. You know what's funny? Look how far down I was, just above that. Now I'll put the brakes on. See if you can put it right in by us. There we go.
Nice.
Bad gnat. I like it. You know, the only bad thing... Oh, I just swallowed it. That's really wrong.
All right, well, it seems like everything turned out pretty good.
Yeah, the plane's actually intact.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, not right now, because I pulled it apart to talk about something.
Yeah.
This is something that David kind of touched on, but just the assembly of the wings and even the servo for the air brakes is a little cuckoo.
It's absolutely insanely stupid. I'm sorry, but that's my
a
opinion.
little bit of strong words there.
Why don't you dial your anger back a little bit?
Look at that.
Go over this.
Okay, yeah.
So here's your problem. David would like for there to be 2 separate servos for the 2 separate air brakes. Because when you transport this, not only do you have to bust off the wing plate to get the wings to separate, but to even get the wings to separate, you also have to do some surgery on your servo here as well. So this little sleeve here has to slide back.
You're already pushing down the wing, kind of stresses everything out.
Right, there you go. And then this, what do you call this right here?
Cleavage?
Cleavage? Clevis.
Clevis. Oh, that was close enough.
Dirty
Cleavage.
mind.
Cleavage.
So you have to pop that off.
Yep.
Get that off of there. And then, and now you're ready to slide it apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, taking it apart is easier than putting it
back together.
Yeah, it's an absolute nightmare. I don't know why they did that. I mean, they could have gotten 2 smaller servos. There's not a lot of resistance to actually operate
There's
the air
actually
brakes.
0 resistance.
But he's not mad about it.
No, he has no strong opinions whatsoever.
No, not at all.
No.
So,
Yeah, plan on bringing a pair of needle nose pliers, probably be safe to say, if
Yeah.
you're gonna do this.
that is actually the only really bad thing about the glider.
So David, what did you think about it as far as flying?
It has good penetration, pretty good ample control. It's pretty good control.
Probably flies pretty scale.
I could imagine, because I haven't flown the real one. I don't have access to a German glider in my backyard,
Makes sense.
unfortunately. If I would to recommend something,
Yeah.
buy the Radian. Absolutely. Unless you want a pure glider and you want to high start it. This is great for that, because it has the hook, it has everything. It can take it, the wings bend a bit.
You can take an arrow tow?
It can, no problem, because you have the good authority with the ailerons and the rudder and all that. It's, actually, thumbs up on the flying, but really not good for when you get to the field. You don't want to spend 10 minutes trying to get that stupid connector on that servo, and you just...
Well, in all fairness too, the Radian Pro has a ton of wires. You got 4 servos total in the wing.
I hate the Radian Pro.
Yeah. He hates the Radian
Yeah,
Pro.
no, that's a strong word. I really hate it. No, no, that was, I don't know what they did. The original Radian is absolutely perfect, and
It's exceptional.
I don't know. It's just magical.
You love the Radian, don't like the Radian Pro, but there is one thing that the Radian and Radian Pro cannot give you, and this is the scale lines of an authentic scale glider.
All right, so how was your high start experience? Because you've had a bad past with high starting.
Amazing. It was absolutely amazing. And you know what, I haven't done high starts in a long time. We did with the, remember with the mule,
Yes.
the Euro on the end that time, and I was just pulling it up. We actually went to the manual and just did it by the letter of the manual, and it was both the KA-8 manual and the high start manual, both very good. It worked beautiful. The only thing is, number 1,
Keep on the rudder.
keep on the rudder. Yeah,
Yep.
your ailerons are only going to rock it back and forth. Your yaw control is what's going to actually guide you. Make sure you're good at your yaw control.
Yes.
The other thing is keep it into the wind.
Yes, always in the wind, and be neutral on the controls unless something is going awry.
Yes.
Awry.
Awry.
Okay.
Arrive.
And you didn't need a lot of back pressure either. That was another thing.
Yes.
I thought you'd be really holding back hard on it. No.
No, you don't have to, but when you get used to it, you can.
Yeah.
You can get more height of it out of it if you hold back on the stick and you
Yes.
like milk it and then push it down so it releases fast.
The neat thing is where the hook is actually dictates your angle that you're going to go, and it does a really good job. On
Yeah.
a lot of gliders, you can move it forward and aft. Actually, there is a little adjuster, it looks like there.
Yep.
But you can move it to get a little bit, farther back. It gives you more extreme. Farther forward, it gives you more nose down.
Yeah.
So that was a great thing. And really, yeah, it's no longer an intimidation. It's not bad at all. Just make sure you're directly into the wind.
Yeah, I would actually, if you never did done high starts, this would be a great plane to try it out with.
Yes.
Really, because everything is set up for you. Just chuck it into the wind and trim everything nice and good before you try it, and you're gonna have a good experience with it.
It's very gentle, and also you don't have to go back the full distance at first.
No.
You can go back and have a softer start, and then as you get more comfortable, go more and more, because the initial, when you let it go and release it, the initial burst of speed is the greatest, and then it goes to a constant speed, which is a lot more usable and a lot more friendly.
Do not do that too much, because you're gonna go.
Yeah,
things will go array.
Things will go bad. I'm talking like maybe by like 10-15%. Not because most of the power is at the very last part of it.
Yes.
But you reduce it by 10 or 15, because we actually started. We went back another 75 feet.
Yes, we did.
From our first high start. That's not bad. You have 75 feet to play with. That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you guys for watching, and thanks to Audible.com for sponsoring this episode. You guys can actually go to audible.com/flight test, and you can go there and get a free audiobook download. And Audible.com is really cool. It's got over 100,000 different downloads of all kinds of different audiobooks.
Yeah.
And you actually got one there, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. A good friend named Lee recommended by Cliff Graham, A Day of War, and it's about King David and his mighty men. Awesome book. But I'll listen to that in audible.com. And it is nice. Like Dave said, putting those earbuds in, getting to work on what you're doing, you get 2 birds with 1 stone.
If you don't know how to read, it works out great.
Yeah, well, it definitely is a great way to hear it. And I enjoyed every minute of it. It's a great book. And audible.com, thank you so much for the opportunity. This is the 2nd month that we've been doing it. And I truly believe it's because you guys going to audible.com, getting the downloads. They wouldn't have come to us the 2nd month in a row if it wasn't a good turnout. So this is all because of you, so thank you so much.
Yeah, so just go to audible.com/flight test, and you can get 1 free Audible download there.
Yeah, 1 free download. So thank you, Audible, and thank you guys for making it possible for a 2nd sponsor in a month. Hopefully we'll see if it's a 3rd.
Awesome. All right, we'll see you guys next time.
See you next time.